want to go back and just ask one question about student participation. It seems essential. Do you get any pushback from students, generation younger than us? They say the first generation born where the digital world's their native language. Are they loving this? Is this something that they are really embracing, or does it seem to be something that's a little intimidating to them?
Oh man, are they loving it? 120%.
Wow.
So I don't even have to be biased. Hear my students' own words. This is awesome. This is phenomenal. It is a lot of fun. So this is what students have come to me to just tell me their experiences. Everybody's so excited about technology. This, as you said, their first language is technology, right? So I was so surprised, not surprised, I don't know, fascinated is the word, because at the beginning of the semester, we have an intersession. In this intersession, I introduce students to the technology. So we have this intersession in the class, and this session is also a session where I officially assign a piece of hardware to each student, right? So we go through the entire session just setting up the technology. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, right? So it is fascinating how my students went through the entire session of setting it up to getting everything in 15 minutes. Contrast that with a presentation, and this is not meant to make fun of anybody. I'm not making fun of anybody. So I made a similar presentation with faculty in the business school. So the same event, boy, 40 minutes, and not many of them even got to the end, right? So these students just put on the thing, click, 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 click. I got there, done, I'm done. I'm like, whoa. And then I try to do it with faculty, 40 minutes, and many still didn't get to the end because they couldn't find where I was talking. They couldn't see it. So technology is such a second nature to these students that it's a no-brainer. If that's second nature, that's something that we should all be doing, right? If we know that's something that is easy for them, every single course, and not a proponent, I am an advocate that every single course should have a technology component. It doesn't have to be VR. It doesn't have to be virtual reality. It can be anything technology-wise, right? Because technology is something that these newer generations, it's just, they were born with that chip. I wasn't. I can barely work with my computer, right? But these newer generations are so fast that they get so fast. So based on that, every single course in every single major should have a technology component, because it will make their learning process easier. We learn, you and I, we may be the same generation. We both learn from a book. You went to college, you sat through a 1 hour and 15-minute presentation, blackboard, chalk on the boards, right? And then you went and you read from a boring book. That's what we did. That's the way we are wired to learn, right? No, the new generations, they have a laptop before they can or an iPad before they can even write words. They play Angry Birds. They play all sorts of games. They're already familiar with the digital thing. And if we know that's part of their DNA, we should be leveraging that across colleges and universities, not colleges and universities, high schools, right? Across America, technology should be something, a strong component of every single aspect of their learning.
Yeah, I mean, it's